just doesn't work. Yeah, I mean that's
Sure,
what I would do at least.
All right, we have a draft now available. Let's get into it. But yeah, Effie, what do you do when you have a really rough loss after a bad pub?
I'll get up, I'll take a walk, and I'll make some coffee. Coffee makes everything better. I drink about 5 or 6 cups a day. I'm not advocating for that much caffeine intake.
Dear Lord.
But I do drink that much, and it does make me feel a lot better. It is my comfort drink.
Yes, coffee
I
addicts
really
unite.
like coffee as well, but the problem is I've got a very sensitive stomach when it comes to coffee. So as much as I'd love to drink that much, it would not end well for me. I have to stick to one a day.
Warm coffee, when you drink it, the way it goes down your chest, it soothes you. It's like it warms your soul. It's so comforting.
I go and find my cat if I've had a particularly bad loss. I'll go and find him, give him some strokes. He's always happy to see me. If he's not in though, then it's bad news. I'll just queue for the next one and then be super toxic. Pick Pudge mid and run down. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do that.
Wait, hold on. You don't pick Pudge because it has a stun, Nomad. We've already established that. You only pick Dazzle and other useless heroes that don't have disables.
Sure, yeah, okay. I'm down for this narrative. I mean, I did famously play Dazzle in a pub when I was playing with like OD, Shiva, and Fogged, and I mean, they picked Axe into me, and I was playing like this mid Dazzle back last patch when the Shard made the right clicks come out, and like I was like kind of graving myself just to get right clicks off on team fights. It was going real bad. It was going real bad, and I was like, my grave is so useless this game. I'm just going to use it for right clicks, and then Fogged kind of flamed me a bit. And that's when my Dazzle's kind of become a bit famous, and Lacoste has flamed it as well. It's I don't even play it much. I've got like 50
Have you
games
tried
or
a hero
something.
called Crystal Maiden? I heard it has a global aura that can help your whole team.
And technically doesn't have a stun, so yeah, I could give it a go.
That all sounds like a you problem, not a Dazzle problem, because even though Dazzle sucks right now, he has his games.
Yeah, I need to see an FE coaching Nomad session. That's some real content.
Well, right now she's just telling me I'm bad, which, I mean, it's probably not wrong.
Well, I didn't say you were bad. I just said that you have a problem. And all problems can be fixed, Being bad, though, that's just a way of life. It's hard to...
Sorry, I would have to disagree with that. There are some people that will be bad forever. There's no fixing them.
All right.
I disagree with you. Everyone has a chance to become better, not just in Dota, but in life. Let's all strive to be the best that we can be. Smiley face.
Good Lord, what is this descended into? What is this wholesome, good-natured rubbish? Anyway,
this is not what I signed up for.
Yeah. Mirroring your positivity. Don't take that in Dota casts. We have ourselves a draft going on. We do indeed. And it's the Firebird versus the Icebird. Which bird wins, though?
Well, I do think the Icebird is busted. But I like the Phoenix and Puck combo. There's already a lot of team fight coming out of Vici's side.
5 seconds remaining.
Wyvern and Lena together as an opener, like these are both very good heroes, but not as much team fight as Vici so far. There's not really that much to talk about. I feel like we've discussed all of these heroes individually so many times.
True.
Well,
you really
by
can keep
the law,
the same things.
By the law of Pokemon, fire beats ice, but this bird is very broken, like Mira says. That's how broken it is. Because the thing I want to see from Wyvern, especially against Phoenix, I've seen in pubs recently, is core Wyvern. It actually destroys Phoenix, like really hard, because you can kill the egg, especially if you have like this Aghanims build. And you can build like yourself Pike as well.
Is this what we're doing right now? Are we theory crafting?
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like
this is my zone. I like.
Yeah,
Hear me out.
Okay, go ahead.
Hear me out. Dagon Lena. Will it ever happen? Since we're theory crafting,
no.
Why not?
Because she can have like a Crystallis and do just as much damage. Yeah.
Why would you buy Dagon over Aghanims?
Hear me out. Dagon Winter Wyvern. Hear me out. Dagon.
Are you making fun of me for saying Wyvern? Is this what's happening?
To be fair, Dagon Phoenix sounds brilliant because you could just Icarus dive in like Dagon a backliner. And just
Wait, someone
him
did
low.
that. GH
It'd be
already did
hilarious.
that.
Did he?
GH,
I'm not
yeah, he
surprised.
did. He bought.
Vici
He had like
Gaming's
Veil and a
turn
Dagon
to
or something
ban.
on a Phoenix, if I recall correctly. Yeah, that was a real thing. But
Tried by some
speaking,
suckers.
but
All right,
speaking of like,
here's something to talk about, guys. They ban out Magnus and Tidehunter. So Vici are like, look, our team fight is superior. Do you think they're gonna try to draft a team fighter?
10 seconds
Boom,
remaining.
they take out Tide, they take out Magnus.
There's a lot of
Whereas-
team fighters in the
Seconds
game, though.
remaining.
Whereas like Dusa and Spectre are
Mars.
very typical bans, especially when you're playing against BG, who are the kings of late game. They love to go late game. Doom ban also makes sense because throughout this tournament, Doom has done very well against Lena. I think we've seen most Dooms actually beat Lena's.
I think we're gonna see Mars come out soon. Wait, have we seen Doom versus Lena? I can't remember.
We've seen quite a we've seen one today as well.
Vici Gaming's
Just
turn to
recently,
ban.
even we watched. I can't believe I forgot the teams already. But we watched a Doom defeat Alina. Doom TA draft.
Oh right,
RNG SAG.
yeah, it wasn't a very
Yes.
memorable game. That's true. But the Doom versus Lena matchup though, because I remember the other time when we saw the Lena, like the Doombringer got crushed in the mid lane and was
10
very
seconds
farmed.
remaining.
And I think like in the late game, Lena is supposed to be out
5
carrying Doom,
seconds remaining.
especially with the Satanic build. But it comes down to like two very equally matched teams at the end of the day.
Well, Lena is one of those heroes where if she gets doomed, there's really not that much she can do. It's not like a Medusa who can soak up a lot of that doom damage with spell shield. She gets doomed, she's out of commission. That's pretty much the idea with going Doom versus Lena. But yes, in the very late game situations, Lena should be able to outcarry. But Doom itself as a hero, I consider it just you go into a fight, you delete a hero, you guys are just playing it 4v5, like that's incredibly valuable. Late game, 2 Dooms, you're playing the fight 3v5 even.
True. It is very nice. There's a lot of answers to Doom, though. I think, like you've always. I'm surprised they banned Doom when they've got Wyvern. Always nice, just cold embrace that Doom target. Heal him up again.
Yeah, that's true. I'm surprised we haven't seen more Leshrax versus Wyvern. I think we've seen it once only.
Turn to pick.
Remember when Leshrac Shard was considered like the worst in the game, and then everyone was like, they added one more charge to it, and like, this is the best shard in the game now.
Yeah, it's because the
Completely
last ring is like half your screen.
It's pretty big.
Right? So, and it
10
lasts so long.
seconds
It's
remaining.
great for defense. It's great for offense. Whenever you're sieging, it's just
5
so good.
seconds remaining.
Hang on, Bcop in chat typed, hear me out, position 1 AA. No.
We've seen that. Insania, TI qualifiers.
Yeah, true.
Dire
Position
Team
2 AA I
That's
can
a-
get behind. Position 2 AA I can definitely get behind. His Ags
so-
is better than Wyvern's Ags.
Aries picked up Earth Spirit, which they have played before on Yuna, which is why that player stood out to me when his whole team was doing bad. He was the only one actually doing anything. Earth Spirit is a hero that does like to play with Lena. Together, they have a lot of roaming potential, a lot of kill potential. He provides that durability, that gap close. He's that
10
kind of
seconds
frontliner
remaining.
that you need as a Lena in the early game. So that's a nice pickup. The thing about
5
Earth Spirit is when you are
remaining.
picking him, you're making a concession that your offlane is going to be weaker because Earth Spirit doesn't really provide much in the laning phase.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think like in this current
Vici
patch,
Gaming's turn
Earth Spirit
to
is
ban.
more like a tier 2 kind of support, right? Would you agree with that?
Dire Team
I would say so,
ban.
yeah. I think the only teams that have been picking him are the ones
Gaming's
with really
turn to
dedicated
ban.
Earth Spirit players.
Yeah. So
Otherwise, he's fallen out of favor compared to Lions and
Yuna does
other
play Earth
types
Spirit
of
a lot, though.
supports.
Yuna
He
is
does.
a committed Earth Spirit player.
that's true, but the problem with the problem with the Earth Spirit itself is that it doesn't win lanes, and I feel in this current patch like winning lanes is such a
10
big
seconds.
factor,
Dire
and then
Team
also Earth Spirit has to like roll in, expose himself, put himself into danger to be able to like apply damage and be effective.
Right.
And supports need to be able to play back in this current patch. Like it's all about support damage dealers and like pretty much 3 tanky frontliner
Absolutely.
guys.
But we have seen Earth
10
Spirits do well,
seconds
and typically
remaining.
they do well when they have a an offlaner that feels comfortable being
5
on its own.
seconds
So we
remaining.
saw it yesterday with Elephant. They had a Tide Hunter who the Earth Spirit just abandoned. And their Spirit was able to tri-lane bottom, get a lot of kills with this tri-lane, go mid, get kills there. So there are games for him. It just depends on how the team sets up for the first 10 minutes of the game. But Earth Spirit is a hero that can do a lot in the early game.
So looking at this draft right now, it's pretty like guaranteed, right? That Axe is most likely going to be carry and Lena's going to be mid here. I think when you have like first pick, normally you always like pick your carry first before it gets banned out. I don't think we're going to see the Axe go into the offlane. Maybe if they decide to pick like a Naga Siren or something, another hero who can also deal with Broodmother quite effectively, they might go for a carry Naga. But other than that, everything looks locked in and looking for a support at this point. I mean, sorry, offlaner at this point. Mars it is. I was actually expecting Mars like in the second phase this game. It was good for both teams. Just like a cover for the Lina and the Wyvern, or for VG to play against the Lina. It's really nice.
Choose your hero.
New hero.
Wraith King is going to be the carry pick for Vici Gaming. If there was ever a team to do it, it was going to be this one. They do like their Wraith King.
Okay. So my concern with this Wraith King is that, like, sure, it's tanky, it has 2 lives, but when you think about Wraith King, when does he thrive the most? He thrives the most versus big cooldowns, and on the side of Aries, the cores are low cooldown. They can constantly be fighting. Sure, there is an arena out of Mars, but it's not really like a spell that you bait out and feel like, okay, guys, I did it. I did my job, you know? But Wraith King can have a very good game here. It's just like, I don't see why he was the last pick here. I don't really see what he offers his team.
They were probably just looking for another disabler frontliner who can just soak damage because Pakalai and Phoenix, none of these guys are really going to go in an open vision for the team. So that's my thinking of that. But looking at Aries' draft, it's so much better than game 1. This is like an actual draft that can work. And I think VG, Broodmother, it can do a lot of work too, but they're going to need to make sure it doesn't feed too much against the Axe and the Mars. I think those two are very hard counters to the Broodmother. So if there was ever a game Aries is going to win, it's going to be this one.
I like Aries' draft better this game, and I do favor it, to be honest, especially because like Wraith King can always have a good game. You don't have to pick Wraith King versus cooldowns, and that hero can carry games. It's just that it doesn't seem like a very cohesive kind of draft. With that being said, though, I won't root against Vici because I do think they're a better team, and I believe in Old 11's Broodmother.
Yeah, I mean, this is just full comfort zone for Vici, isn't it? It's Old 11 Broodmother, you know, it's Poyoyo Wraith King, it's PYW Lion. Like, oh, they are just full comfort zone here. They don't want to mess this up. They just want easy train to the finish line and qualify for the tournament. And the game is now underway, which means we will hand it over to our commentary duo of Mo and B-Cup.
Thank you very much, Nomad. Appreciate it.
I don't... Oh, hang on.
Oh, PYW going down first blood. Giving over to Uwu.
I don't like that you said Mo Farah and B-Cop. It doesn't sound as good. I think B-Cop and Mo Farah sounds better.
You think so?
Yeah. It just doesn't sit right with me.
So I'd be the front name if we had a band together?
Yeah, I think so.
That kind of made my day. It's good to know.
B-Cop, we're not going to be making a band.
No, we're not. Definitely not. But if we made like a law firm or something.
Oh yeah, because that's more realistic. Yeah, I think so.
Talking about comfort heroes for Vici, Old 11, he is really good on this brood. I know Nomad said that Old 11 brood is comfort, and he is not wrong. You'll watch this guy. Once he gets the spiders available, it is very impressive. He's done this thing a couple times, and it sounds very simple. And I think a lot of people, you've probably seen it once or twice. He gets the spiders to look like one, and then he'll just pounce on someone, and it looks like one spider. All of a sudden, it's 50. But he knows how to like stack them.
This is really nice by Dire's side. They understand how weak the brood is at level 1, and they want to punish that. And they force a salve before the lane's even begun.
That's not the best feeling in the world.
I like Axe Carry though. I think this is really good. I'm a big fan of it. Especially, obviously, it's especially against the Brood. It's very good because you can just sustain in lane. You know, against all the spiders with Vanguard and everything, you have kill potential on them all the time.
Do you think that maybe they should have thought about swapping the lane, or is that not worth it either?
How
Ooh,
do
I
you
say
mean?
that. Earth Spike. Blue just getting hit up a little bit. Like moving old 11 bottom, potentially swapping. PYW looking like he's going to get run down. Battle Hunger, Fairy Fire, Earth Spike on too. All right, he'll survive.
Easy. But he does know South because he used it on the Brood before, which puts him in this like really awkward position.
Start getting those webs down with that level 2. You hit level 2 before the axe does, and now Earth Spike right clicks coming in again, and Siamese Cat getting chased, but Arctic Burn Battle Hunger will send him packing real quick. Pops the Insatiable Hunger and Sustains.
I hate playing 4 against Wraith King, by the way. In that point where he hits level 2 and he just summons the skeletons and hits you with a stun, and all of a sudden you just have these 2 skeletons chasing you for like 60 seconds that you can't kill because you're level 1 on the position 4. Like, nice. Thanks.
Battle Hunger. And the Splinter Blast.
Almost.
Gonna get him really low, and there's another salve available for PYW to throw onto this Brood Mother. Down bottom, Poyoyo taking a lot of damage. Spear lands, and they should get the kill here and will.
Yeah, nice spell usage. That was really cool. And they're doing really well in the lane so far as well on Aster.Aries. They're having a great time mid. This Lena's like doubling up the CS of the puck. So yeah, everything looking great right now.
Comfort heroes for Aster.Aries. Definitely Yuna on this Earth Spirit. That is one of his comfort heroes, and we'll see if he can really put up a fight here for him and the rest of his team moving around the map. This mid matchup so far. Lena leading the way by 9 CS. Oof.
Oh my god, this puck. I mean, she's gonna go and get his bounty rune as well. So it's bounty rune.
Boulder smash, spear back. Poyoyo. Now no longer able to keep up with the Mars, but still taking a lot of damage. Avoids the spirit there, and now DY in trouble. No dive, no spirits, no nothing. Pops the Fairy Fire, God's Rebuke. Poyoyo might trade this and get solo experience. Not the worst thing in the world.
That's really good for Vici. They'll be more than happy with that trade.
Always nice to get some solo experience.
I love the chainmail first on the Wraith King as well when you're laning against this Mars hero.
Top lane, Earth Spike coming through. They'll also bring DY in. And Old 11's going to get killed on a Siamese Cat. They'll look over at Uu, who's now on the run. Spirits out onto him, and he thought about going in onto Old 11. A couple of spins, but that won't keep him alive. And Old 11 gets a double kill and immediately regains control of this lane.
That is one thing you have to say about the Axe, though, that he is very tanky in these early stages of the game, especially when he gets Vanguard, but he's not very quick. And so he's relatively easy to chase down if he's like by himself, right?
Right. Old 11 went to an early Orb of Corrosion, going Soul Ring next. Roll over on a Poyoyo, and there is a spear. God's Rebuke actually breaks the trees they wanted to spear him to. Not going to matter, though. They get him.
The fire spirits.
On both, too.
Is he dead on the Mars? No, okay.
No. 40 health.
It's only level 1 spirits.
But it was enough of a level to keep alive Poyoyo. That was really close. Very important Icarus dive into the spirit there for DY. And now he's going to be given a salve, so Poyoyo able to sustain in this lane. Well, that being said, it's a 1k lead for Aster.Aries. DY is going to lose his courier, and a little bit of that lead comes from the fact that Lena's having such a great lane over mid.
Money changes hands.
A bit one-sided.
Your Puck's TPing.
Oh, Phoenix low. DY going down to Yuna.
I think the Puck thought about TPing bot, but cancelled it in the end.
And now he's got no TP. That was a fight going on a little bit away from the tower, so couldn't really get anything done with that.
Yeah, exactly. I think he like kind of TP really wanting to get involved in the fight and then realized how far away it was and it wouldn't have been worth it.
He would have moved for nothing, and then he's losing out on his farm over mid anyway. We're going to refill his bottle. Meanwhile, Poyoyo getting body blocked. Phoenix has made the rotation off the lane. The two supports come over towards mid, and they lose this Wraith King instead.
Yeah,
And
well
he
played by the
was
Wraith King, though.
holding the point. He didn't waste it.
Exactly, yeah. If you're level 6 on Wraith King, you never take the point and out until just as you need it. It's the same as Abaddon as well. Much better to hold the skill point. Because he would have died twice there anyway. And
It wouldn't have mattered, yeah. Like, maybe if the Puck has TP to come over, but even then, your supports just went mid, so it doesn't matter if you were to respawn on that. You would have just put it on cooldown.
I'm a little bit worried about this Brood still, though, for Aster.Aries.
It's a bit of a problem. Now Mars, though, Sunray right on top of him, and run down here by Poyoyo, and he will claim the bones of this Mars.
Yeah, great kill. Mars is having a very nice time in the spot lane. You want to try and secure the farm of the Wraith King. But yeah, the Brood is the one that I'm really worried about. Like, he's kind of been left alone to his own devices for a little while. And then all of a sudden, you know, he's level 7. He has these spiders coming online. And I know the Axe is laning against him, but the Brood's just going to start to out-farm at this point. I'm hoping to see Ancient stacks for the Dire side for this Axe.
Now, Old 11 feels like a real RTS player when he plays this hero.
Oh, he only got one spin.
I'll try to catch if he does put these spiders into one and gets that little squeeze, because it's very interesting. You're going to bring over the Mars. And now the Waning Rift, that's going to be a silence onto 2. The Illusory Orb and the phase shift to avoid any more aggression. And his micro is really good. He looks like a real StarCraft player here.
Did you see that? Like, he sent all the different spiders out in different directions straight away, just to scout. That was awesome.
Yeah. It's really cool. His Brood is like none other.
I think what makes it impressive for me as well is that I'm so bad at this hero that when other people play it well, I'm like, wow, this is cool, you know?
That's how I live my life casting Dota. I'm so bad at this game. Everything anybody does is me just going, wow, that's awesome.
Wow.
Everybody says it's fake hype, but when you play better than I do in every aspect of the game, it's exciting to watch people actually play the game well. Like, I'm always excited. I'm a kid in a candy shop. I get to watch the, like, pro Dota. ICS is in. I'm just like, I can never do that.
Well, you can. When you play POS 5 AA, you take the creeps with Midas.
As is tradition. There it is. There it is. Oh. Look at that.
Right,
Yeah.
so he's almost got Armlet on the Wraith King, which is...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I'm sure it's so good this patch, the Armlet. But we just don't see a lot of strength cores.
Going for the Mars top. Arena down. Supernova use. And it's in the arena. Dream Coil. It goes off.
Oh, no.
Illusory Orb hitting onto the Earth Spirit as well as the Mars. They still don't get the kill onto the Mars, though. And now they're going to roll in. Oh, 2-man Earth Spike. Mars goes down to Old 11, and they've got the silence now on Yuna. Spiderlings right on top. They get the kill there onto 2. Old 11 still searching for more.
Dire's top tower is
I mean, they're trying to take a fight without the Wyvern level 6, and it's really difficult for them. Almost worked. They almost killed the egg, but unfortunately, not quite. The coil stun coming in huge. The initial stun
Dire's top tower
stops the last little bit of damage coming through.
Yeah, while the observer's here, I'm hoping Old 11 does the spider thing again, because he did it once. I'm not sure if it got shown on camera.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Do the thing. Please, Old 11.
Radiant's
I
middle
just
tower
wanted
to-
is under attack.
Yeah, basically. He's so good at microing. As they went up top, he kind of split the spiders up completely again. He did that, like, one in each direction kind of thing.
Should we have just a Brood fan signing session, you know? Here,
Yeah,
this game
yeah.
Instead, just full camera viewing. Oh dear.
Ooh.
Mars got about 20 gold for that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're all, what, worth 9?
Yeah, the big ones.
There's 9, there's 9, there's 9. 27 gold right there. Geomagnetic Grip gets the silence. But PYW avoids the boulder smash and throws an Earth Spike back the way of that Earth Spirit.
Like, they had this really great start to the game and an amazing laning stage, but the game's starting to just get taken over again by Vici. They can't really gank any of the lanes, like the Brood's kind of taken over the whole top half of the map.
Yeah.
If you look at where the Dire feels safe to farm, there's not many places.
And again, it just
he
feels
dodges
like
the
the
stun.
inevitability of Vici just taking over. Battle Hunger, and now the Earth Spike comes through onto the Earth Spirit. They're going to use that Lacuna Blade, but the Dream Coil lands on it too. They've got the Arena down as well as the Supernova coming out with the LSA. Right clicks through on a Poyoyo. They'll kill off the egg. They've got themselves the Winter's Curse, and that should be able to kill off Ori. They take out 2. Earth Spike missing from PYW, and it looks like Poyoyo might die for a second time. And that is a certain outcome here, as, well, Ulu gets credit for that.
Yeah, a bit of an ambitious egg. I think at level 1,
Dire's middle
feels like it was slightly too close to the enemy team. If you put it slightly further away, they have to make a decision whether they commit or they back off, right?
Right.
But instead, the egg's already in the middle of the fight for them.
Dream Coil hit onto a couple of heroes, but Luna was still kind of left wide open. Phoenix was able to kill the Phoenix. Really playing with fire here. Ori pings the
Committing
clown.
so much down here, though.
Spear lands, and they'll have the geomagnetic grip, so the silence means he can't go anywhere.
is under attack.
But like they're wasting so much time having 4 heroes down here while they're just like farming on the other 4 heroes, right? On Vici as well at the same time. So they do get the tower in the end, but
Radiant's
big
bottom
commitment.
tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Arcane Rune for Old 11. And there it is. He's thrown the spiders all together as one unit.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So it looks like one
terrifying.
spider, but then they pop out like that. And then look at this. He just spreads them out.
I don't know how he does it so quickly, I'll be honest.
I'd love to see his camera
Top tower
of
is
just
under
his
attack.
keyboard and like how he's doing this.
Yeah, I might go and watch from his player perspective for this game. Oh god, Lion is in
A lot of trouble. PYW very dead.
I was going to say the grave, but he's in a lot of trouble as well. That's also true. Is he using spiders to try and block the ancient camp? Yeah, I think he is. This is something you saw Ice doing when he played Nature's Prophet.
Ooh, Arena. Spiders are doing a decent chunk of damage, but will Old 11 survive? Sunray, Dream Coil, Waning Rift onto 2, and now they've got this Mars as well as the Axe really low. We're going to burn out this Mars, and they'll get the kill with the Sunray right on top of him. They're going to spend the Spiderlings over onto Icarus Dive right across, and the Supernova on the high ground. That's a great egg. And Siamese Cat looking next. A lot of damage done by Old 11. Nobody's going to get hit by the Supernova popping, and Phoenix over to the side, maybe looking to land a stun on Old 11. They'll place a deep ward down. I assume they're going to know that that's there. The creeps right on top of him when he did that.
Would you rather fight 100 skeletons or 100 spiders?
Probably. Well, what kind of spider?
I like broodmother spiders.
Okay, so they don't have venom, I'm gonna assume,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
as they don't do
Yeah, okay.
damage over time. So I would pick the spiders.
Okay. Just generic question.
Yeah. Too much of a thought out answer. Roll comes out, and
That's
Poyoyo.
reincarnation.
And he's got the level 2 reincarnation. He's going into a Radiance. He's almost at the Sacred Relic. They'd like to keep him alive on the second life, but the rest of the team is kind of far away.
I don't think he's living here.
Arena, Spear, and the kill. That's unfortunate. They really didn't go over to help him, and he had that second life. They were nearby over mid, but never made the commitment. I'm a bit shocked that they kind of left him out like that.
So I've always wondered why people go and see the Aurora Borealis thing when they could just load up a Dota game and watch a Brood game with pipe. It's ridiculous. It looks so stupid. They all get the pipe effect.
Double damage.
$2K lead for Vici, Broodmother at the top.
Ooh, not again.
And this might be another dead Poyoyo. He's trying to run away. He just survives, but the Magnetize, the Winter's Curse, and the roll right onto Poyoyo. They'll get the kill, and they look over at Ori, who falls to Unit 2. They use the finger. They're continuing to chase on a PYW. They get the spear out now out of the Phoenix. This is really falling apart from Vici.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy, isn't it? They're really trying to play off this Radiance Wraith King timing, but they can't get there, right? So they're kind of just willing to be split up and farming this whole time, you know, waiting for their moment to come. But Aster.Aries are forcing the issue before Vici are ready.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Philosopher's Stone, Imclaw.
Radiant
The drops here.
Regeneration.
I've got this Blink Dagger on the Mars. See if they can get in onto Ori. Sentry placed down. There is vision on the high ground, and with that blink, they'll get the spear. A two-man stun from PYW is not enough to save the day. Well, 11 going into a Heaven's Halberd while all this is going on. He's trying to farm it as quickly as he can. He sits top of the net worth, and he's trying to open up some space for the rest of his team. By farming and pushing out these creep waves, it's still difficult for him to really feel confident in getting involved. And now an Arena Spear out on Old 11. They've got the roll to follow it up. Ori comes over again, but they have the silence on Old 11 as well as the Laguna Blade. They'll get the kill. It's a Dream Coil down on the 2 with the BKB pop by Phoenix to get out of it. Vici losing numbers, and Aster.Aries right now with a 1K lead. It has left Poyoyo open to get enough gold for the Sacred Relic, but are they going to be too far behind if they continue to lose numbers? Or Spike lands on a ooh, but the spear hits from SS on the PYW. They'll get the kill into the line, making it 17-8.
I like that whenever Axe tries to get a Cunning Blade off, Mars just saves his God's Rebuke for it instead.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm the Axe now.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, it's not looking great, is it, for Vici at the moment? Well, this game's very up and down for both teams.
Yeah.
Obviously, it has to be.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Feels like a lot
Yeah.
is lacking from Vici in terms of coordination.
Yeah, for sure. But they have these 3 cores that all just want to kind of like hit their own timings, you know? Like we said, the Wraithing wants to get to his Radiance point, in which they are a lot stronger when they get there. But this Axe is going to be absolutely terrifying soon.
Axe going for the Blink Dagger, has the Vanguard Manta and the Shard ready to go. He's hitting that jumping off point. I don't know how Vici are going to handle it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Poyoyo will have a Radiance soon, but is that even going to be enough to make things happen?
God, get these spiders out my way. Yeah, no, I think it is. Especially with the utility they have from the Brood, right? He's going to have this, like, pipe to help the Wraith King try and stay alive in fights and everything. They need to be able to kill the Wyvern first, though. It's the big one. You know, we've talked about how much Wyvern can do a lot this tournament. Obviously a very strong hero, but...
Arena again around Old 11. Splinter Blast comes through, look for the LSA, doesn't land onto the Spider, but it's not going to matter. They've got the Geomagnetic Grip Silence as well as the Laguna Blade and the Spirit Vessel on Old 11 to get the kill. First spike lands onto Yuna. As another kill to slow down this Brood. All the while, yes, it's given space to Poyoyo to get this Radiance, and now the question is, can Vici make something happen with some farm on the Wraith King? They're in a Roche.
Are they going to give this up for free? And it's a really difficult fight for Vici to get into. They're kind of lurking around like they're not really sure what they want to do.
Got another ward on the high ground.
Yeah, if you want to contest this Roche, you have to be so careful about where you think they're going to have set up vision. And that ward on the high ground is so common. Got to really be careful.
It's a ward on the high ground where it's been before. They had a sentry.
Oh, this axe is really scary. I'm worried now for Vici, with the Aegis especially as well, but they've kind of completely missed their original timing, right? Because it got delayed by so long.
Right.
Is the war over already?
Puck going Dagon 5.
Sure.
Dire's bottom tower.
Do you know what would be better? Phoenix Dagon.
Radiant's
I've heard
middle
that's
tower
really
is
good.
under attack.
I'm doubting.
I liked their attempt at, you know, theory crafting on the panel.
Yeah, I liked it till they shut me down. I like the theory crafting, and then all of a sudden I get called out for saying position 1 AA in our Discord, and then they're like,
mean, yeah,
it's
well,
never gonna happen.
We're willing to have fun, Beakup, but let's not just be stupid, all right? Just, you know.
Thanks. Can we guess how many spiders this is in this one spider? Oh, well, I guess never mind. They started to expand. And again, there's the roll. Blink call. How many spins will he get? That's one. And not much more than that. I'm a little shocked.
So
but they got the Winter's Curse,
Wow.
and they'll get the Culling Blade off of that. They've got a lot to follow this up. The Finger as well as the Dream Coil, but the Cold Embrace is going to be there from Siamese Cat. They're staying towards the back of the fight. The Supernova's down on the high ground, but now Aster.Aries, will they chase into this? They'll pop the first life. They've got the arena ready to go around Poyoyo. Poyoyo throws a stun, but they've got the Laguna Blade as well as the LSA that hits on the Wraith King. They'll get the kill. Jet for 53 seconds. BKB's popped by both Phoenix as well as SS, who will pop that blink and go for a spear, but miss it on DY.
That was really well played by Aster. They had that, like, weird moment where they couldn't really commit to the egg, so they backed off, but they killed the Wraith King, and his reincarnation was going just as the egg blew away.
Right.
So, like, they didn't have to, you know, commit for the Wraith King's second life until after the Phoenix egg had gone off. It was really nice timing.
And again, it's another one of those games where Winter Wyverns being the nuisance.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
It'll only be Dagon 1 for right now on the Puck. Now switching over to an Aeon disc.
Dire's structures are fortified.
You must have MKB on the Lena, Jesus. That is
Dire's
one
bottom
farmed Fire
tower
Lady.
is under attack.
Yes.
I would say though, I think if this was like Any other team, I feel like they'd be further behind, but Vici is still farming okay.
They're farming, but their fighting is felt like that's, you know, they're getting blown out of the water.
Correct. And they're supposed to have good team fight, right? With Coil and Egg and...
They're not... It feels like they're not used in spots where they're used in succession. Spear, Call, Winter's Curse. All with the arena. And Poyoyo, where is he? He's in a
None of them are on
bad
the
spot.
same page.
Yep. No chemistry right now, and they're going to get the magnetized down onto Poyoyo. Sunray's not even going to be enough. They get the kill onto Poyoyo. They're going to look for a third. DY getting run down by Ulu. No, Earth Spike's there, but Yuna right by him. Geomagnetic Grip as well as the Spirit Vessel. One more God's Rebuke to get the kill. And it felt like this Brood had so much opportunity to get things done early, but now it just doesn't feel like Brood wants to fight at all or be involved.
Tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
I appreciate that call. You gotta go for it. Yeah, he's gonna try and cut the wave, I think, from the Brood.
Radiant's middle tower is under
It doesn't matter, because they still have a wave in the base.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And that one range creep's not going to die. Silence as the Aegis gets reclaimed, but won't turn into anything more. Mystery's just not there at the moment.
I mean, it gets far from over, though. All it takes is one good fight, right? But it's difficult to see how that fight occurs. They need to try and find pickoffs, but Aster.Aries is just running around as 5 now. How did they know? Oh, sick. Just guessed that somebody would be in the trees.
Radiant's top tower.
I'm calling Vac.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Tier 3 looking like it's going to go down. Potentially pushing us towards a game 3 right now, and Aster.Aries still holding on to the high ground. They've got the call. It's on to 2. That could be big. They've got the arena. They've already hit the Culling Blade onto Ori, who's going to buy back immediately. Old 11 looking for a target with the BKB being popped by Phoenix and the TP out. Aster.Aries are gone. Oh, I see that. PYW comes in, finds the Hex out onto the Mars, but they've got the Winter's Curse. PYW getting hit by his own Spider. Geomagnetic Grip hits the Silence onto 2, but they get the kill onto the Winter Wyvern. He's already used the Winter's Curse, and he's going to buy back. They get the kill onto Unit. It's going to be 2 supports down on the side of Aster.Aries. Ooh, chased down, hit up with a stun, and killed off by Poyoyo with a double kill. Things kind of salvage a little bit there for Vici, but it does cost them buybacks.
Yeah, that was a really good job by Vici. They managed to get onto the Wyvern at the start of the fight with the backline with the puck and the Wraith King. Because the Wraith King has a blink now, so it makes it much easier for him. But honestly, still not too bad for Aster.Aries. Vici protect their racks though, which is a nice little bonus. They do lose the tier 3, but it's what it is.
Losing that courier for puck, so
if the second Roche was up, this would be amazing, right? But they can't really get anything from the 2 deaths.
yeah. They can get a little bit more farm and hope that that is a salvaging situation, but right now that's not really looking like it's the case. We'll see if Roche is up quickly. Maybe they make a play as they are postured near the top area of the map at the moment. It's a minute and a half, so not the slowest, not the quickest.
Can I say, it's really funny whenever Brood gets arenas in this game. You know, like when flies, they accidentally come into a house and they like keep hitting the window over and over again.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like with the Brood into the arena wall that last time.
Like a moth into the light.
Yeah, just panicking, you know?
Poyoyo is surrounded again. And he is looking like he's going to lose that first life. Unit hit with the cold embrace. They've got the arena down to old 11 on Poyoyo, and look at the damage. Poyoyo has no chance of living. Aeon just gets popped on old 11. The LSA comes through from Phoenix, and they'll have the chance to get themselves another one. Both these heroes don't have buyback, and after a good holding from Vici, they give it up so easily. And that is 43 seconds from Roche.
Yeah, they time the stun really well on the Lina, so it lands just after the Aeon disc effect rings up. So full duration stun. And this is looking tough without the Wraith King. Like, how do you hold this? They have Egg and they have Coil, but Brood's gonna have to buy back if they want to defend it, or have a chance to. They're still a tier 2 bot, so I'm assuming they're just gonna let this go. And potentially a tier 4. But... oh, they're just gonna back off. Go second Roche. Very disciplined. AC on the axe.
Ori's just getting ripped apart this game. But and then again, it feels like Poyoyo's just put himself in some poor positions. And
It's not been great, has it?
it's like reactionary Dota off where Poyoyo is. At least the last couple fights, right?
But they're so mobile on the Dire side as well, with like this Lina with the Fiery Soul. They have the Axe Blink. Feels like they're everywhere. They close down the map so quickly. I feel like this Earth Spirit's played really well too. You know, we said it was one of his favourite heroes, but...
yeah, Yuna at 6-3 and 19, involved in 25 of the 29 kills that they've got in this game. Really doing a great job overall. And with the Aegis in their hands, they're going to shift towards bottom. Like, there's no reason not to. And I believe they... well, they've got a short on Mars as well as the Earth Spirit. They've got a short on everybody but Lina. So... so the cold embrace gets stronger, and they've got the Hex. Stun Ray, look at the damage onto the Lina really quickly. Magnetizes out, they get the kill on the DY, they'll take out the Phoenix, and he's going to buy back immediately, but he doesn't have a Supernova. They get the kill on the PYW, they take out the line for 45 seconds. They look over at Poyoyo. Dream Coil down, but the damage is too much for Poyoyo to handle. The Dream Coil is out on 4 of these heroes. Old 11 just scurrying around the fight, and Poyoyo is going to die here. This is looking like the end. They find the spear out on old 11, nothing he can do, and the triple kill is there for Ulu. They'll call GG. Aster.Aries will push it to a game 3, a deciding elimination.
Get in the rampage.
Game 3.
Get in there. Get in there, Ulu. Boo. More like Booloo.
Wow, after he just won a game. Come on, man.
You gotta go for the rampage. That's the unofficial rule with Dota, you know? Even if you throw your life into the fountain.
Okay, fair,
yeah,
fair.
really well played. Aster.Aries felt like a completely different team that game, though, didn't they? They were fantastic. So, I don't know, Vici, they felt like they were just not on the same page this game.
Not at all.
You know, they were getting picked off all the time. This Earth Spirit was all over the map. I felt like the Mars was all over the map as well. This Lina can just BO2